Yesterday in Philadelphia at a conservative rally, several hundred Antifa protesters showed up calling the conservative fascists. At some point, a Jewish man was leaving a bathroom, completely unaffiliated with either group. Antifa saw him, called him a Proud Boy and a fascist, and thus started to attack him. In response to this, in response to being called out, the organization that put together the protest said it was agitators who were carrying Antifa flags. They are not affiliated with us. It was a mistake. Some people, I believe, may have been arrested after attacking this man. They launched a GoFundMe for him, saying it was to show that they were in solidarity with him and that it was a mistake that he was attacked. But this isn't the first time Antifa has attacked innocent bystanders. They've been doing it for a long time. And I blame the media. At this event, several journalists were calling it a fascist event when clearly, if you listened to anything being said, the people there were advocating for small government. Now, due to a media's desire for ratings, due to companies hiring activists who don't actually care about the truth, every single event is being branded fascist or Proud Boys when clearly this group said hate, racism, intolerance, violence would not be acceptable. Why then do you have Vice News saying they're fascist? Why then is Antifa attacking a random Jewish man who just happened to be leaving the bathroom? And why does the media keep defending Antifa? This is why I believe the media does hold some responsibility in the hysterical attacks of conservatives who are just gathering on a small field in Philadelphia to talk about small government. When Antifa shows up screaming fascist and beats up an innocent Jewish man, it's because the media is hysterical and desperately trying to attract ratings, or because they don't care about the truth anymore. So today, let's take a look at the story and break down all of the fake news that came out yesterday from activist reporters in Philadelphia. But before we get started, please head over to patreon.com/Timcast if you want to support my work. Patrons are the backbone of the content I create. So if you like these videos and you want to see more, then please go to patreon.com/Timcast and become a patron today. From Billy Penn, Jewish man mistakenly identified as Proud Boy attacked at right-wing rally in Philadelphia. The Fellow Worker Gritty Coalition has since started a GoFundMe for the victim. 34-year-old Jewish man who attended Saturday's We the People rally in Philadelphia said he was mistakenly identified as a member of the right-wing Proud Boys group and attacked by a small group of counter-protesters. The altercation took place outside the National Museum of Jewish American History in the city's historic district. Left-wing organizers in Philadelphia with knowledge of the attack have started a crowdfunding campaign to help the victim, they said. In numerous videos shared by reporters this afternoon, Zachary, whose last name Billy Penn is withholding, can be seen shielding his face with his jacket as he tried to flee Independence Mall early this afternoon after being labeled a Nazi and a Proud Boy, an all-male group of self-proclaimed Western chauvinists who have been identified as a hate group by the Southern Poverty Law Center. I was just an observer, Zachary, an organic produce salesman who lives in Philadelphia and identifies as a pacifist, told Billy Penn between tears. Now, it's important to point out how they called him an attendee. They say he attended the rally. However, he was just an observer. Ezra, an organizer with Fellow Worker Gritty Coalition who declined to give a last name, said the attacker, who can be seen on video headbutting Zachary, is not part of their group, nor any other organizing group. It was their group that started the GoFundMe, they said. Zachary told Billy Penn he attended the protest as an observer with some friends, and they were hanging out on the counter-protest corral on the south side of the mall. He said he and a friend ventured across the police bike barricade along Market Street to use the bathroom inside the Constitution Center. Before he returned, he and his friends stopped to speak with some other observers around the right-wing protest corral. When he returned to the other side of Market Street, he noticed a counter-protester filming him smirking. Zachary approached to ask if he was being filmed, he said. A brief dispute about Zachary's intentions on the other side of the rally quickly escalated. He starts yelling, "This guy's a Nazi, this guy's a Proud Boy," and I think, oh my God. People surrounded me, then bam, bam, bam. I was pushed, punched, swarmed. I just threw my jacket up over my face. One, as protection, and two, I don't want any more people to think I'm a Nazi. Then I look up and all I see is news cameras. The cops basically abandoned me. I'm looking for any car to jump into and they're asking, "How do we know you're a Jew?" As he attempted to flee, a counter-protester ostensibly associated with left-wing groups broke through the throng of reporters and headbutted Zachary near the corner of 5th and Market Streets. Police quickly detained the assailant, who was captured in action on video. Zachary was then able to hail a cab and seek solace with friends. Imagine that. A Jewish man outside the Jewish Historical Museum, minding his own business, just walking by and observing on the counter-protest side, was accused of being a fascist and he was attacked. And when he tried to get people to leave him alone, they yelled at him, "How do we know you're a Jew?" At what point are we allowed to say Antifa attacks innocent people? At what point are we allowed to point out that the rally in Philadelphia was just conservatives, was not fascists. Sure, there were some people who were questionable there, but the rally was organized by a group who gave an official statement saying that certain ideologies would not be welcome. In a statement to Philly Mag, the organizers said this event is to allow the people to make their voices heard. Any violence, racism, or display of hate by any group or individual is extremely prohibited. Any group or party violating these conditions will be removed from this event immediately. The absolute insanity of the media calling people fascist, of protesters demanding that everyone is a fascist, results in what you see now, an innocent Jewish man who had nothing to do with any of these events being attacked by Antifa. Because people believe, no matter what, that if someone says is a fascist, there must be a fascist. And this is what a violent mob will do when you scream fascist. In response to the attack, organizers set up this rather less than successful GoFundMe for the man who was attacked by Antifa. However, they refused to accept responsibility. They said, leftist orgs in Philly are working towards an accountability process between the unidentified instigators with Antifa flags and the person who was assaulted during the We the People rally. Additionally, a GoFundMe has been set up to support that person in whatever capacity they need. Following today, we understand there will be questions about Antifa attacking a Jewish man. Our official statement is we do not know who the instigators are because of the numerous amounts of out-of-towners participating in the rallies. We're working to identify them within our organizations, and we would like to express our condolences to the person who was attacked. As a community of anti-fascists, we work to collaborate against far-right organizations and to uplift our comrades, especially in instances of strife. They never take responsibility for organizing events in which innocent people get attacked. If you put together a rally and accuse a group of people of being a fascist, and everyone's in a fervor, and then an innocent man is attacked, an innocent bystander is attacked, you're responsible. You can't simply say that you're an anti-fascist organization, you put a rally together, but it was just instigators carrying Antifa flags who attacked this man. But it's not like it's the first time. How about the time that a Bernie Sanders voter was attacked because he was carrying an American flag? This is probably one of the most egregious attacks on people. They attack their own. This man was clubbed, sent to the hospital with a concussion. I blame the media. Look at this story from August. CNN's Don Lemon defends Antifa after Trump comments. No organization is perfect. No organization is perfect, he says. Yet how many times do innocent people have to be attacked? How many run-of-the-mill conservatives trying to have a rally talking about small government have to be branded fascist and threatened before someone says Antifa is not targeting fascists? The people on the live stream yesterday were advocating voting libertarian. They wanted small government. That's what they were talking about. I'm sure some people there probably had abhorrent views. Yeah, probably. But people are still allowed to have rallies regardless of their political views. You can't go around calling every conservative a fascist. You can't, because they're not. And when you play the boy who cried fascist, what happens? Innocent people get attacked. Bernie Sanders supporters get attacked. Jewish men who have nothing to do with either event get attacked. This keeps happening. We've seen people bashed over the head with bike locks. Does this mean Antifa is absolutely the worst organization on the planet? No, we're not going to play a game of whataboutism. We can criticize any form of terror or violence from any group. And this time, because the media keeps running defense for Antifa, it is imperative we call them out when they attack a Jewish man who is leaving the bathroom. But I blame the media again, because reporters on scene kept calling the event a fascist event. Tess Owen filmed a video and referred to the innocent Jewish man who was attacked as far-right, when he clearly was unaffiliated with any part of this event. She then completely exaggerated this story. She said, "This is completely surreal. Fascists are trying to take taxis, but the drivers keep leaving whenever they realize what's happening." According to other journalists on the scene, it was 2 local cabs who didn't want to pick people up because of the protest. And according to local journalists, they weren't fascists. In response to these fake tweets, we see this story from Raw Story. Right-wing Proud Boys forced to walk home from Philadelphia rally after taxi drivers refused them. Except, according to local reporters, there were only 2 Proud Boys who were kind of milling about. And the organizers said the Proud Boys would not be welcome in the rally. But not just that. Ford Fisher posted a video where he said ultimately police provided security as the group left bit by bit in Uber and cabs while Antifa watched and ridiculed them. Clearly, you can see people getting in Ubers and leaving while protesters ridicule them. This is fake news put out by Vice and fake news put out by the Raw Story. So long as these companies hire activists who are willing to lie, to manipulate people, innocent people will be attacked. They're not going to get the ratings they need. Vice News needs to lay off staff. Their revenue is down. They're doing bad. And what do? They go out and sensationalize. They make up nonsense, and innocent people get hurt. Bear in mind, these companies are going to continue to lose ratings and shrink. And what that means is that in their desperation, they will turn to people they don't quite understand. People they don't care about what they say. People who will scrape the bottom of the barrel to get whatever ratings they can to try and survive. And as they drown, they will thrash about violently, causing collateral damage to everyone around them. But let me know what you think in the comments below. We'll keep the conversation going. Obviously, this pisses me off to no end. It's fake news. It's fake news combined with violence against innocent people who have done nothing wrong. Let me know what you think. We'll keep the conversation going. You can follow me on Twitter at Timcast. Stay tuned. New videos every day at 4 p.m. and more videos coming up on my second channel, youtube.com/TimCastNews at 6 p.m. Thanks for hanging out, and I'll see you all next time.